Robot. We back again, Young Elder Gang. We back again with another one. We drop it non-stop bangers. And we holding it down, and we keeping the torch lit, and we taking it across the land, baby. We running with that torch. We non-stop. We take it off with that torch. We run it across the land, baby. We put it take. This shit is about to be good. This is about to be. Hey, man, we gonna talk about the ball cap disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that ball cap off right now, because we twisted niggas cap back right now. We finna twist some niggas cap back. We about to take you to ancient Kemet. And keep in mind, nigga, we standing on ancient Kemet too as well. We standing on if you in America, nigga, you in ancient Kemet too, nigga. Zal was part of our shit. We about to break it down for you right now, nigga. We about to break it for you down right now. Get him in the building. You think, hey, if you're sleeping on Young Elder, you about to get a crook in your neck. You about to get a crook in your neck if you were sleeping on Young Elder, man. You about to get that crook in your neck. We about to show you what time it is on the land, bro. Get him in here. Let me get that thumbnail loaded up for you. Get him in here and tell him the Young Elder's on live, bro. About to show you who are the ancient Egyptians. This is about to be good. Because some of you niggas over here are ancient Egyptians. And we about to make that clear. Just give me a second. And we are Sabians. We are Sabians. So this shit, man, I'm telling you, shit is being made clear. We are Sabians. That's one of our, the Sabians are one of the tribes of ancient Egypt. So everybody's right. Everybody's right. Everybody's right, man. I'm telling you, everybody's right. Everybody got their perspective. But I'm finna show you. It's game over. I'm like that cop. Let me get a thumbnail. Let me get you a good thumbnail up there. I'm like that cop on Menace to Society. When he got Kane up in there for that robbery, he said, you know you the effed up, don't you? Yeah, say you know you the effed up, don't you? Who are the ancient Egyptians? And we got some shit up in this thing, man. This tape right here that's ready to blow your brains. Let me find me a good thumbnail. I think I just used this one. Yeah, let's use that one. I like that one. Hey, Rob Bot, we getting on time to come in the building. This is about to be a good one. This is about to be a good one. We about to wake your ass up for the 2022. We about to wake you up, man. The ancestors is rolling like a freight train, putting us in the game. Believe it, putting us back on track, telling us who we are. You ain't gonna have no excuse. Say you didn't know. You didn't know. I didn't know who we were. I didn't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I'm still searching. So a lot of people, they still searching for who they are. So we're finna give your ass another clue of who you is. Michael Jackson pointed it out, and they came after him. Oh yeah, I got the thumbnail loaded up now. Let's see. Let's get that going. All right. They cool about this tape. Usually they. All right, let me get the chat loaded up. But way down in the jungle deep, Way down in the jungle deep, a monkey stepped, a lion stepped on a monkey's feet. The monkey said, "Hey, sucker, can't you see you stepping on my doggone feet?" And the lion said, "I ain't heard a word you said, and you keep on talking. Next time, I'm gonna step on your fucking head." Right? That's that Rudy Ray Moore, man. Rudy Ray Moore. Listen at the name, Moore. Hold on, we getting you set up. Hold up. Rudy Ray, who are the Rays? Rudy Ray Moore. And little do you know that Tahuti was pushing his pen. Tahuti was pushing Rudy Ray Moore's pen and writing all those stories. Way down in the jungle deep. All right, let me get the screen loaded up. All right, it's time to crack domes and switch caps. Get your cap off, set it on your dresser, put it in the corner, put it up at the top of your closet. Do whatever you gotta do, buddy. Do whatever you gotta do. Cause we about to wake your ass up. You ancient Egyptians, the real ancient Egyptians, the real gods, the real people of the land. All right, see, look, okay, if you read in the Bible, it tells you about the Sabians. The Sabians were the ancient Egyptians. All right, we were the people. We Sabians were the people that the gods of the Bible were calling the devil. Why? Because we already were gods, and it was like we didn't agree with some of their philosophy, and we had our own philosophy. We had our own shit. And so if you read right here in Job, it tells you when Job got attacked, it says, and right here in 15, it says, and the Sabians fell upon them and took them and struck them down as servants with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you. All right, so the people, you got to keep in mind, this Bible is not our book. The Bible is not our book. It's the Hyksos book. So the Hyksos, of course, they consider us as devils. We consider them as devils. So it's like their perspective versus our perspective. So the Bible perspective is in the Hyksos perspective, right? It's in the Hyksos perspective, and they consider us as evil. So when we came and take their shit down and push their ass up out of ancient Kemet, of course, they consider us as the bad guys. See, you got to think about how this shit is being played out. But we're going to get into more of that later, and of who we Sabians are the ancient Egyptians. We're going to point that out too, right? See, okay, and not only are we Sabians, ancient Egyptians, we're not just any ancient Egyptians. We are a special tribe that's the Afar tribe, coming from the Afar tribe. And Queen Sheba and them was Afar. Well, we're going to point all that out. They were Afar people, right? And the Sabians are the Afar people, the original Palestinians, the original Israelites. The original Afar people. Some of us came over here, and we are the Afar people over here. I'm about to point that out. Hey, Rob, if you come in the back, I get the chat loaded up real quick. Hold up. Let's see what they're saying in the chat. Because they say that younger elder was this and the Sabian. Yeah, but it's like once I started digging into more research on it, I figured out a lot of more information. So I'm saying sorry to the Sabians, my Sabian brothers, because that beefing with the Sabians and the Nuwapians, it's like it caused a split in the family. Baba came back and said that some of the elders of the Sabian tribe sent him messages telling, don't let that young brother put that tape out. So but then once I sat down and started doing more research on it, I found other information, and then I had to sit down and look at it from the Sabian perspective and see what they were saying. So now I'm able to, because this how Baba worked. Baba always go into, when somebody got a disagreement, he always go and sit with them, see what they saying, and then show you the good part of what they doing. So we're gonna show for my Sabian brothers and for us as Sabians, we're gonna show you, we're gonna connect this too with the ancient Egyptians and why we are Sabians. We are the special tribe. We are the people that was building the Black Pyramid down in Georgia. We are the people that's the pyramid builders. I'm gonna show you. All right, we're gonna get into that. All right, so you know who the fall. Hold on, let me show you. Okay. All right, man. This, whatever this is, that's fucking spray. They cleaning spray. They spray. It's choking me real strong. All right, so the ancient Egyptians. The word ancient, really, we wouldn't call ancient Egyptian. I use the word ancient, the title Egyptian because most people know about that title, right? And so when they see the word we are the ancient Egyptians, it's gonna automatically make them click on it, and two, that they gonna understand that when you say Egyptian, they automatically connect with the pyramids and the shit that's written on the wall. But the word Egyptian really means Egyptos, which means burnt face, and we call it Hyksos that. And really, it was like a term that the kids was making fun of them because when they came into ancient Kemet, they got a burnt face, right? So that's what the term. And then if you go into biblical terms on what it means bondage. It means bondage. So it really, the word Egyptian really don't apply to us. It really don't apply to us, really. All right, so but we're just using that term just for people to that don't know what I just told you, so they can see what's going on. All right, so the word ancient, the word Egyptian can be used like the term American because it can comprise of several different species, and but the main species was the Afar people, which is the same people as the Sabians, and it's who we are. And I'm about to show you. I'm about to really show you, man. I'm about to point this shit out. Right? The Afar. So if you look at this dude right here, he a Afar dude, and you can see the hairstyles. That's another key point that Baba pointed out. Look at the hair. Some people got hollow hair. Some people got 9 ether, 6 ether, 7 ether, 8 ether. Right? Look at the hair. Okay, you can look at even the Magi's, which was like a group of Knights of Templar or secret assassins. These guys here, they were Afar people, and they were the ones that knew the Manchu art form, which was where karate come from, the Manchu art form. So they was already practicing. They watched the baboon fight. They watched different animals in nature fight, and then they imitated it and turned it into a fighting style called the Manchu art form. And then because I told you, we Sabians observe nature. Sabians are nature observers, and that's how we learned. I had a tape on when the Sands man was in the desert and he wanted to find water. They would capture a baboon, tie him up, and feed him salt till he get real thirsty. Then let him go, and then the baboon will run straight to the water. That's how they find water in the desert. And then they follow the baboon, and that's how they find water and the baboons run underground. We had them tapes, but we got the copyrights. We had to take them down, so we got to go another route now. But we as Sabians, we watched Mother Nature, and we learned different fighting styles, and we incorporated that to a fighting technique called Manchu art form, which all the other karate, all the other types of fighting come from. And this started in ancient Kemet amongst the Afar people, the Magi's, who were assassins. We protected the little people, the Twa man, which is an ancient Egyptian too. The Twa people are ancient Egyptian too. They show you some Twa man. Let's see if we got pictures of Twa man in here. This shit's about to get crazy. Hold on, let me get that chat loaded up because I'm so excited about this class. My ancestors is coming back to let you know what time it is, man. Our ancestors on the line. Get them in here, man. If you're new to the page, be sure to hit that like. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. And if you don't receive a notification from us every day, come back and check with us. We got something new coming out every day. And some of the tapes that I drop are delayed unless you get into the live feed. Some of the tapes are delayed. And if you want to show your brother some love, don't do the super chat. We're dropping the Cash App and the links. And the PayPal is the same thing. All right, so let's show you some shit, man. All right, so it's different species that can be classified as ancient Egyptians. One of them is the Afar people. And you Williams and you Jacksons, we about to you Williams, you Jacksons, you Yorks. I'm about to point that out. Easy, man. It's gonna be easy. Show you these, show you a connection. It's gonna be easy. This is light. This is light. All you people, some of you, the people that's being picked for the industry of ancient Egyptians are connected with the Afar people. That's why I told you they picked Big Meech. That's why they picked Michael Jackson. All right, let's show you some shit, man. Wait, I'm gonna show you some shit. Hold on, let me go do my pictures. All right, and some of those things we thinking this hat, this crowns is really hairstyles that ancient Egyptians wore. Right, it's really hairstyles that ancient Egyptians wore. All right, look at this. Look at Michael Jackson and look at this Afar dude. And then Michael Jackson did a video on the ancient Egyptians, and from that point on, they started attacking them. They started attacking them as soon as he did that video with I think it was Eddie Murphy. They started attacking him. So this dude is Afar right now in ancient Kemet, and then this is Michael Jackson, and you wonder why they picked the Jackson 5. Just like I told you, they picked Big Meech. They know who we are, and they ain't telling you. They ain't telling you. So the Jacksons go back to the Yamasi Native American Indians, and they go back all the way to the ancient Egyptians. Like I was telling you, the Williams. I'm finna show you the Williams too. I'm finna show you the Williams are Afar people. The Jacksons are Afar people. That's why they picked these people. Man, I hope y'all hear me, bro. I hope y'all hear me. Okay? Let's show you some more. So you see Michael Jackson, we're gonna show you some more. That's why they making the connection. Oh, I'm gonna show you some shit that really blow you up, man. You better get up out. I'm gonna, hey, and keep in mind, Baba's son, fascist, camel, ancient Egyptian. I'm gonna show you, bro. Hold up. I'm gonna show you. Baba was. I see what he was doing. What he doing now, especially with the Sabian shit. I see why they. Even if they say, okay, I. Keep in mind, it's another, these ancient Egyptians right here. These are the Twaman. They are ancient Egyptians too. Because it's like five different species, maybe more, or maybe 6, that can be classified as ancient Egyptian. So the Twaman, the pygmy, these Twaman, they are ancient Egyptians as well. They were back there on that first dynasty. I'm looking for this picture so I can show you, man. I hope. All right, here you go, right here. All right, look at fascists. This is Dr. Malachi Z. York's son, fascists. So I have to put these pictures together so you can see what I'm talking about, that the young L do facial recognition. I do facial recognition. Look at fascists and look at his hair texture and look at this dude who was Afar. Look at his hair texture and look at the, man, come on. You can't make shit like this up. You can't make shit like this up, bro. Fascist is a Sabian, he an ancient Egyptian. And Baba is an ancient Egyptian. Baba's, hold on, man, we're gonna put it together. This shit is light. This shit is light right here. Look at the hair texture. Look at fascist hair texture. Look at the features. Look at the nose. Look at the hair. We ain't playing no games. Hey, hit that like button if you're in the building, man. Hit that like button. We about to shut this shit down. We about to get ready to shut the system. Hey, we waking niggas up, bro. Because we told you about the Afar people, the ancient Egyptians. People get picked with certain last names because of who they are, like the Williams, Birdman, them. Why they so big? They Williams. And I can show you Slim. I can show you Slim and show you a Afar dude, and he looked just like. I can put my grandma next to my grandma, who named Flo Williams, next to Slim, and she got the same features from the same Afar people. So this shit about to get freaky, bro. That's Malachi. Oh, let me go back. We gotta drop the. That's Malachi's son right there. That's Fascist Camel, and he looked just like Baba when Baba was 12 years old. It's a picture of Baba. I couldn't find it right quick. I might have to go to my page. I might got it on my YouTube. Okay, all right, hold up. I'm gonna go to my Facebook and see can I find it in there. I might got it up on there. When Baba was a kid. I might got it on my, because it wouldn't let me, the one I found, it wouldn't let me download. When Baba was a kid at 12, when he came over here, he looked just like Fascist. And Fascists look just like this dude who was a far dude. And keep in mind, they trying to lie about Baba, saying that he wasn't born in Sudan, but this all gonna prove it, being that he coming from that tribe, that tribe over there connected with the Afar people and the Dinkas. The Dinkas are considered as ancient Egyptians too. They Watusis, right? Keep in mind, we got their ass. So this is Fascist Camel, ancient Egyptian, York, ancient Egyptian, and look at it, look at the resemblance. I mean, you can't make shit like this up. Tell me what you got in the chat, man. What you got in the chat on this? Can I make shit like this up? Get your cap. Hey, we just getting started. Get your ball cap off. Get your take that ball cap off and put it in the damn corner, bro. Take it off and put it in the corner, bro. We about to show you what time it is with this shit. This is the thumbnail I wanted to use. All right, see the different features. Look at the different features. The main tribe that's produced, that's got the most images to me is the Afar people. That's the people with the who we are. So a certain group of us over here are the royal bloodline. We are the royal bloodline. The descendants coming from King George. King George was ancient Egyptian. He was Afar, and he was a Williams. He was a Frederick Williams, George Frederick Williams. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man, this shit is light. This shit is light. You think we some slouches when we were taught by the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York? Based off all the shit that he gave us to start off with, we take it off like a rocket. He gave us enough fuel to take off, bro. We take it off. He gave us enough fuel to get off the ground. We off the ground now, man. We ain't playing no games. Right? We off the ground. So we showed you the Twa man. Also later, the black Asiatic black man, right? Who had a different type of hair texture. These people had already come in and mixed. So the Afar, we got the Afar got the tribe of Shabazz in them. So the ancient Egyptians over here, the ancient Egyptians, the Afar people was already mixed with the tribe of Shabazz because the Afar really are the Dinkas. The Dinka people are the Watusi mixed in with these Hindus, and some of them species mixed in with the Nako who came to the surface too, the big head people. We can show you pictures of that too. But so the Afar is already mixed with the tribe of Shabazz. So not only are we ancient Egyptians, we part of the tribe of Shabazz too, due to that Shabazz mix jumping off around the coastlines of Africa. Man, that Fascist that's a crusher right there. That Fascist camel joint, it's a crusher. Nigga look just like the Afar people. All right, this that big head mix that we told you about. So you got some people that if you see them with that big head like that, that's coming down from the Greys and the Riskians mixing together, creating another race called the Nako, which is the tribe that Yaku came from. And some of these Danako, which is like Yishak. This nigga right here probably even look like Yishak when if I show you a picture of him. Same head, everything, right? Which is what was Field Corps' brother. Field Corps is the leader of the center of the earth now. He the leader of the Danakos. And but his brother and a couple of his other brothers came, like Amun came to the surface because they was dissatisfied with how their brother was running. What they got mad about is it's more than one species down there that's coming to the center of the planet. And so they thinking that these brothers got mad, thinking that he didn't hold true to the old ways when they came here, and that he was taking up for all these other species, which was a job that they gave him, that Anu gave him. So that's what the fallout was about. So they got mad and came to the surface. And they lifespan, when they come to the surface, their lifespan get cut a little shorter. But if they stay in the center of the earth, it's like 1 day to 1,000 years. They can live longer. So Field Core is outliving all of them. Yaku end up dying and passing to the fourth dimension. And his brothers as well, because they only lived a certain amount of hundreds of years before they passed by living on the surface. Hey, Rob Bot, Brother Love. So it's these certain groups like the Yishhak now, they came to the surface and started mixing with the beings on the surface. They created the big head forward looking people. All right. So this is a Watusi. Keep in mind about the hairstyle, because these are ancient Egyptians too. The Watusi, the Dinkas, the Sudanese, which means black, which means dark. You know what I'm saying? Sud. Right? Okay. This chick look like some people over here. We're gonna point this out. The Michael Jackson one. We showed you the Michael Jackson one, right? If you're just coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, bro. Hold on, let me close this door. This is what the ancient Egyptians look like. All right, hold up. Okay. We got more. All right. All right. So some of these like this, when you see that's Amenhotep III right here in the top, that's really a hairstyle. That's really a hairstyle that these brothers be rocking. That the certain tribe rock. Each tribe got certain types of hairstyles. Hold on, let me show you. But you see our hairstyle right here. This is the Afar people. And you know a guy right over here right now that look just like that dude. I know a dude that looks just like him, and he a Williams. And his name is matter of fact, I'm gonna try to show you him on Facebook. The Williams. They pick people, the Williams, Jack, they pick these people, because you gotta keep in mind, ancient Kemet was like Hollywood too, because it was we was writing, all the playwrights were in books in ancient Kemet. And so you can come there and get you we was already writing the plays, what they call a script right now in Hollywood, and directing it, and all that was already going on in ancient Kemet. We was already shooting movies and all that in ancient Kemet, doing plays and all that. So and a lot of these plays are taken out of context and turned into religion. A lot of these children's science is turned into religion. All right, I'm looking for, I got so many pictures in here. So we already showed you 2 or 3 species. Okay, let's keep in mind about the hairstyle. This is how we rocked our shit as ancient Egyptians. The hairstyle tell it all, bro. When you look at the walls. When you look at this dude head. See, he is a Watusi. Look at his hairstyle. And his hair texture is a little different from the Afar people. He got more of a woolly texture, which comes down from the Watusis, like Adam, a Codman. Right? Hold up. Keep in mind these facial features, bro. Keep in mind the hairstyle. Look, they tell you same hairstyle that these people had. Who were the ancient Egyptians? The Afar, the Twaman, the Dogons, the Dinkas from South Africa. Look at her hairstyle. And she not Afar. She not Afar. She go back, they go back farther than the Afar. The Afar is, if you take the Hindus and mix it with this girl, you get the Afar. Okay? These girl right here, they Dinkas. If you take they go back down to they Watu coming from the Watusi and the Dogons. The Dogons are mixed between the Twa and the Sandsman. The Sandsman, they not Afar. They go back older than the Afar. The Sandsman. Look at his hair texture. Look at the monkey features. The Lulu Amalu. The Lucy. Go back. And they found the oldest bones down in South Africa. Check that out. The oldest human bones. Okay. And you remember Kuto Moto? He was Twa. He Twa. Mutwa, right? Those Mutwa, his name Mutwa, those of the Twa. He who is of the Twa. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what his last name saying. The Dogon, I mean the Twa man, the Twa man. The Twa man is considered ancient Egyptian too. I'm trying to find that thing real quick. We're gonna show you, man. Hey, you think it's light, you sleeping on a young elder, you about to get a crook in your neck, bro. You sleeping on a young elder, you about to get a crook in your neck. Let's go down. So the Yorks are ancient Egyptians. We pointed that out. All right, look at the hairstyles. Amenhotep rocked the waves. We the only people that can rock our hair like this. Right? So Imhotep and it's a couple more other I think Nunes. I think I'm saying his name right. It was a couple pharaohs that rocked their hair with the waves. So you niggas ain't doing nothing new. You niggas ain't doing nothing new. We've been doing this shit for thousands of years. Niggas been rocking the 360 for thousands of years. You ain't doing nothing new. You niggas are the ancient Egyptians. You niggas are the ancient Egyptians. You think you just, where did that hairstyle come from and why you rocking? Why you like rocking it? Because it's in your damn genetics. It's in your mitochondrial DNA, nigga. You think that shit stop recording? You think that shit stop recording? A lot of this shit is over the people who trying to stop us. A lot of this shit is over their head. It's over their head. Mitochondrial DNA is over their head. And so everything we've been doing, you niggas ain't doing nothing new. History just repeat itself. Niggas been rocking waves for 10,000 years. Niggas been rocking 360s for 10,000 years. It's the Watusis, right? Tall people. Keep in mind about the height, right? The Hindus. So and then remember on that tape we just put out with Elijah Muhammad. They taking that Elijah Muhammad was crazy back then. People saying that he was off point, but now he was on point. When he said that there were 4 original species, he was talking about the Hindus, the Sandsman, the Watusis, and the Twa. That's the 4 species. We already pointed that out in the original species of Earth, the tape we put out. Yeah, Mizraim, we're gonna get to that. What you gotta look into the sons of Mizraim. Look into the sons of how many sons he had. Mizraim is in reference to the Bible of the ancient Egyptians. And Cush, the son of and Cush, right? So the Cushites. So we're gonna get into that. We're just getting started. So you see the different facial features, bro. You see the hairstyles. Look at it. So that shit that Amenhotep was rocking wasn't no damn hat. This nigga could do his hair like that. Why? Because it's part of his culture as a Watusi. It's part of his culture as a Watusi. This nigga rocking fro. This what the real Lions man is all about, that afro. And you wonder why you niggas over here in the 60s started rocking and the 70s was rocking the fro. Everybody came out with the afro. And they said, oh shit, this gonna wake them up to knowing they ancient Egyptians. So what we gotta do is we gotta come out with the Jerry curl. We gotta let your soul glow. Right? We gotta let your goddamn soul glow. And then they also on that same tape, because you gotta keep in mind, they constantly want to finger you everything that they doing. They want to keep fingering. And the same tape, that's the tape of Coming to America. And then that same tape, it's the same tape where they showed you he really was an ancient Egyptian, Eddie Murphy. And that's why he had the gold braid. We used to call it when we was a little ducktail, but the term for it is rat tail. And but it really goes back before rats. It was called a gold royal bloodline braid. So he got it right there in the back, right? You see? And that Prince, that's kind of like how Prince York hair looked with the Nigga, matter of fact, this nigga look like Prince York. I'm telling you, man. This shit is, hey, the ancestors just pretty much laying it all out for you. So nigga look like Prince York, man. Check it out. And he got the gold braid in the back. And we showed you on that. Hold on, let me find that picture for you. See the back of his head. We showed you this, right? The gold braid. But this only for the royal. This for the royal bloodline. It's for the royal bloodline. Let's see what else we got for you. We got more for you, man. We got so much for you. It's crazy. Look at this. Look at these boys right here. Look at their hair. Look like your uncle right there. It look like your uncle now. Right there, I'm telling you, man. And they are four people. The Williams, the Jacksons, the Washingtons, the Tates, some of the Washingtons, because some of the Washingtons are Olmecs. They go back to the Olmecs, to the Washingtons. But another group came over here in the 1500s. The Afar people came over in the 1500s and began mixing in. They were the original ancient Egyptians during John Hawkins' time. And it's several different times that the Afar came over here under, because Mansa Musa was a Afar, and he came over here in the 1300s, like 1320s, 1310s, 11s, 12s. And he was bringing these Afar people over here. He was bringing these Afar people over here every time he came over here, and this is what the Yamasee Native American Indians really are. So Baba was telling you that. I'm trying to find a picture of the DuckTales. Or the people say, "Oh, no, that's DuckTales, a rat tail." No, nigga, it's an ancient Egyptian royal bloodline. That's what it means. The pharaohs' kids, the pharaohs, the bloodline, the royal bloodline. That's why they got specifically when they got Pacific people and brought them over here. That's why they picked Michael Jackson. That's why they picked Big Meech. That's why they picked other people that's got like Pooh Shiesty. He a Williams. Pooh Shiesty is a damn Williams. He a damn ancient Egyptian. Keep in mind, and then keep in mind the point I told you about the Big Meech and how he's standing. And keep in mind, look like he got an apron on right there. Look like he got a goddamn apron on. So like he in the crowd. Got the left foot forward. We already showed you the fascists. For everybody coming in, we already showed you the fascists. That's on the left, that's a Afar dude. On the right, that's Malachi's son. Fascist camel. Goddamn ancient Egyptian. We got him. All right, hold on. They must have let me put some of my pictures in here. It's like they blocking some of the pictures that I was gonna use. Hold up just a second, man. We getting you there. We getting you there. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. Okay, here you go right here too. See that braid that Prince York got? That goes back to well, I just showed you that him being a part of the royal bloodline, just like Big Meech, just like the other guys that we pointed out, like Tookie Williams. Check that out. Tookie Williams, ancient Egyptian. So Tookie Williams was a Afar. They ain't telling you that, man. Oh, my bad. Birdman, Brian Williams. They pick people. They pick these people because they know who we are. We the real Sabians. We the real ancient Egyptians. They picked us, man. And then we the people that's in we the royal bloodline. Jacksons, Tates, Williams, Harris, Freeman, Yorks. I gotta pull out that book to tell you the list. What did I do with that thing? I'll tell you on the list on the last name, the Yamasee. And keep in mind, remember I told you that Prince York is the rightful heir to this nation. I'm gonna tell you why. See, Baba was setting certain shit up. I'm only gonna give you a little bit on it. right? I ain't gonna tell you everything because I don't want to hinder the process of what we trying, what's taking to take place. So I'm only gonna tell you a little bit on it. All right, so Prince York is also a Richardson from his mom's side, and that land in Georgia is really under his family. Why? Because the Richardsons or the Muskogee go back to Muskogee, and then with the connection with Baba being his dad, it's all a connection in it. That's all I'm gonna give you on it. That's all I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna tell you no more. But what I'm gonna say is that Prince York is a rightful heir, not just because I'm just saying that, and not just because he's Baba's son. It's bigger than that. It's connected with the land, and we being your Massey Native American Indians, it's connected with the land. I'm telling you, man. I ain't gonna give you too much on it because this shit's about to get ready to happen. And my brother is hiding out now down in Miami. And we got to protect him at all costs. We need to have some 25 niggas around this nigga right now, protecting this nigga, man. Listen to what I'm telling you. They mission is to take out the princes of the land. We already discovered that with the brother Rod Haynes. The ancient Egyptians was over here already. I told you the ancient Egyptians had submarines. The ancient Egyptians had yachts. The ancient Egyptians had helicopters. That's why they had that's why them mounds is helicopter pads. The ancient Egyptians had all these different like planes and fucking cargo planes. We was already paratrooping from the sky. These the original SEALs is really the far people. The Magi's, they really assassins. They niggas that were paratrooping out of these different technology that they had in ancient Kemet. Paratroop out the sky, they a fucking parachute. They were the first. Who you think they get this shit from? What made them start jumping out of planes? Nigga, afar people was already doing it. These Magi's, these warriors. These warriors. All right, I'm gonna show you. All right, they was already jumping out of planes. They was already climbing niggas' balconies and going all kind of shit. Right? But let me go back to the Prince York because this gonna be important. Prince York is the rightful heir to the nation. And there's a lot of niggas that ain't gonna like that because they want to be their own. They want to think that they in charge and all it. They got this or they got that. But they get ready to find out. Yeah, Richardson is Muskogee. Muskogee Creek. It's a reason why Prince York is who he is and why he the real heir to the nation. It's a reason why. So and it's connected with that land in Georgia. I'm telling you, man. But I ain't gonna say too much on it because everything is gonna work itself out. Everything's gonna work itself out to where everything go. But like I say, we need to have 25 guys around this nigga, man. And ain't no anybody that touch him, we gonna deal with him like real fast. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have 25 guys protect. We need to find out where he at. And he had to have 20 niggas around every time he goes somewhere. And you know what I'm saying? How many people we need to make sure this dude is always safe. No doubt. Because he the heir. So I'm telling you, man. People, everything happened for a reason. His name, he called himself Prince York for a reason. Everything is for a reason. Baba been calling him a prince since he was little, since he was born. He installed it in him. And he brilliant. He can speak. Everything is there, man. The line is there. The line is there. But he ancient Egyptian. Why? Because he a York. It goes back to the Afar people. We already showed you one of his brothers, fascists, ancient Egyptian. Afar. Right? Prince York is the rightful heir. Okay, all right. Let's show you. Okay, so you got the different species. You got like 4 or 5 different species of ancient Egyptian. And a lot of these people, you can look at the facial features, look like a lot of people over here. Because the Afar people came over here and mixed in. One of the names for us was the Mandingos. That's another name for us. Another name for us is Melodian Moors. Another name for us is the Afar. You know what I'm saying? Another name for us is the Kentes. The Kentes, the royal bloodline. Why did they playing games with you when they send Eddie Murphy over here? He got that royal, he got that long ducktail, or the gold braid, or the rat tail for niggas that don't like them, the other ones. Why you think he got this? Eddie Murphy had that because they was telling you who's ancient Kemet. They was coming from ancient Kemet. It's part of the royal bloodline. Okay. What else I want to show you? Imhotep used to rock the waves. And keep in mind, they trying to make the ancient Egyptians lighter and lighter, but it was light-skinned Egyptians. All right, because the Hyksos came in and some of them began marrying in with us, trying to steal our land like they did over here in ancient Kemet. But the ancient Egyptians were already over here in America too, because we had that technology that I told you about. The we had flying discs and shit like that already. Inky them had already created it and left it behind for his children to play with. And they found a lot of that shit, took it over here, reverse engineered it, and now they got they naming helicopters and shit out the Native American tribes. So when the Hyksos came in, some of them in like in Memphis and it's really Lower Egypt, which is really Upper Egypt, because ancient Kemet can be considered the whole Nile, from down to the south to the Mount Kilimanjaro, all the way up into what they call Israel today, which was still a part of ancient Kemet. Right. So, and that's where we were as the Afar. We were Israel at now. The Afar people occupied that land. We are the original Palestinians that got pushed out that land by the people who they're now, who are not the original Palestinians. They are not the original Jews. We are the Afar people. The Afar people that's over in America. You are the original Jews. You are the original Israelites. Prince York is the original Israelite. Prince York is the original Sabine. Prince York is a Yamasee, which connected with the Wichita after we come over here because on the Richardson side with the Muskogee Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? Me too. I'm from the same family as Prince York because I'm on Williams. All the Williams they picked people the Williams. Let me show you. You think it's a game? Look up how many people that's in the that's famous. They got the last name Williams, or the last name Jackson, or the last name Harris, or the last name Tate, or the last name Freeman, or like Morgan Freeman, right? All these people are ancient Egyptian. Let's pull up a couple of people that's in the people that you know that were picked. People that were picked that's got the last name Williams. Fletcher, Flemings, Washington. These are the ancient Egyptians. And look at if you look at Slim, you're looking at Afar. If you look at Slim, you're looking at Afar, man. And I can show you my grandma, Sheila Williams too. And she got look at the mole in the face. Keep in mind about the moles in the face. Your grandma and them with the moles. Your grandma and them with the moles in the face. Keep in mind, why these people grow mole in their face? All right, here you can look at him and tell he Afar. I can show you that Slim is a Afar man. I can show you. He probably even got Watusi in him too, a little bit. Because the Watusis we mixed. Some of the tribes mixed in, okay? But here Williams. Why they got so much money? Why they picked to do this rap thing? Why they picked? Right, Williams. Watch this. What his name is? Pooh Shiesty. Williams. Williams. And you can look at his features and you can start to see the William features. The so-called British, we the Moors. We Moors, we Sabians, we ancient Egyptians, for people that want to go under that term. We Washita, Native American, Yamasee Moors. We tribal Shabazz. We all that in a goddamn bag of chips. That's why we the superiors. That's why we over here and we the royal bloodline, nigga, of the ancient Egyptians, the real ancient Egyptians. We the royal bloodline. That's why they picking us. That's why they put us in their movies. That's why they pick Denzel Washington. That's why they pick Denzel Washington. Right? That's why they pick Latrell Williams. Cause they know this nigga is ancient Egyptian. Let's pick him. Let's put him on the scene. Let's put him on Hollywood. This nigga's a York. Let's pick him. Let's put him in Hollywood. Cause they and let them destroy their own people. That way, when we get him, when we go to Galactica Court, we're gonna say, well, we didn't do it. Their own people did it to them. Latrell Williams rap about sliding on niggas and all that. So they're gonna say we ain't do it. They did it to themselves. They're gonna be their whole argument. They gonna say we ain't do it to them. You know what I'm saying? They did it to themselves. But we ancient Egyptians. We're gonna try another way to look it up. All right. And get you a whole bunch of white people. All right, for real. Williams. I mean, this is, we're about to make it clear for you. Ancient Egyptian. That's why they pick niggas. They pick these niggas, man. They pick these people. You already know this guy. What is his name? Oh, I know. I think it's what, Michael Ken Williams, right? Ancient Egyptian. And keep in mind those features. Serena and her other sister, Williams, ancient Egyptians. Ancient Egyptians. Who are the ancient Egyptians? Well, we about to wake your ass up right now. Yeah, you could probably say that he more from the Dinka side. The dude, Michael Williams, the dude we just showed, the blacker dude, he more from the Dinka side of the Watusi. You can see the Watusi, and you probably can see a little Twa now. But like I say, is the ancient Egyptians is like 5 different species, and and count those who mix together, like the Dogons. The Dogons are a mix between 2 tribes. I know it's the Twa, and I think it's either the Twa and the Sandsman made the Dogons. So the Dogons is one of the older tribes after the four original species. They one of the oldest first tribes. So the Dogons are ancient Egyptians too. So, but Serena Williams, she ancient Egyptian. We ain't playing no more games. We putting it on. We putting you on right up into the game, young Elder Gang. We ain't playing no more game. We looking at people with the last name Williams. Then we'll go with Jackson. Smith too is one of the names on the because the Smiths mixed in through John Smith, but they were Moors who came from England, but dark-skinned Moors. Okay, this dude name is what? Stephen Williams. You know about him, right? Oh yeah, my guy, Billy D. Williams, ancient Egyptian. Billy D. Williams, ancient Egyptian. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's my Billy D. Williams voice. You know, that's a smooth guy. Yeah, we showed you a couple, man. You probably can go on and on and on with this shit. Actors who named Williams who got the last name Williams. Are famous. And Jackson, it's the same thing. We just showed you the features from Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson knew what time it was, and that's one of the reasons why they didn't want him to speak too much. You already know. Jackson is ancient Egyptian. That's why they picked these people. That's why they picked these people. That's why they picked these people, man. They give you some white boys. A lot of these people came up under our plantation. I just heard dude look, they Asian. How the hell he got the last name Jackson? He look like a damn Asian. But you see Janet Jackson, all the Jackson Fives, Samuel Jackson. So they pick people. They pick you ancient Egyptians because they know who you are. So you can say, because they can say you did it to yourself. You poisoned yourself. We ain't do nothing. You did it to yourself. Denzel Washington. Yeah, Denzel Washington is my cousin. I can show you. Look, I can show you. Like Denzel Washington is my cousin. Tookie Williams is kin to the us. He an ancient Egyptian. Tookie Williams was an ancient Egyptian. They pick niggas for this shit, man. They pick us. They know, man. I'm telling you, a lot of shit might go over your head. Look at this nigga hairstyle. He ancient Egyptian, bro. This nigga's a fall, bro. Look at the hair. Look at the features. Ancient Egyptian. Williams. Stanley Williams. We busting niggas' head, man. I'll pull out my birth certificate and show it to you. My mama name's on there, Stephanie Williams. Telling you. And my granddaddy, my mom's dad, his name is Charles Washington. So I'm connected on, I'm tied in the vine so deep it ain't even funny. That's why I got picked. That's why I got picked. I supposed to be coming at this time. That's why I got picked. I'm all for that boy busting out the shirt. Oh, he probably did his pump iron out there. But he a Williams. He a four. He an ancient Egyptian. Tookie Williams is an ancient Egyptian. I'm telling you, man. Who else we got that we could wake you up to? Who else we got that we could wake you up to, bro? Know about the Jacksons. Let's do you gotta word shit a little different to get the certain pictures pull up. You already know about Nancy Jesse. Ancient Egyptian. And he connect the Jacksons connect with the Creek, the Muskokees, and the Yamasee, right? The Jacksons coming from ancient Egyptian. This dude right here may be more of the Watusi. You can look at his the darker skin. You can tell Missy Jesse. Look at Randy Jackson. Look at that. And then Michael Jackson's brother. And he looked like that dude that I just showed you that Michael Jackson looked like. You already know about the Jackson 5. All the 4 people. We already showed you that connection. Janet Jackson, ancient Egyptian. So we wanted to show you this, man. Let me go back to my folder real quick. See what else we got for you. So you gotta do is start looking at these people, looking at these facial features. See, like I said, you see the blackness of the Dinka, the Sudanese. Sud means black. You see the blackness of these Dinkas, and they were tall people, these Watusis. Right? So that's one species of ancient Egyptian. It was 4 different species that were really coming in ancient Kemet. We already brought that out on the original People of Earth tape. Right, you got the Twa Man. The Twa Man is one of the species of ancient Egyptians. So a lot of y'all over here short people. A lot of y'all over here wonder why you so short. Wonder why you so really everybody is a goddamn ancient Egyptian when you come down to Nubians. Because all y'all come from these four species. These four species. So everybody's ancient Egyptian. But the original royal bloodline, some of them was Twa. Some of them had Twa had their original royal bloodline. Every species or race got their original bloodline. But the people that we're talking about in this tape, we're talking about the people over here in America. We are the original bloodline of a mixture of these people, but we are the Afar, most of us are Afar, are Sabines. We Sabines. We the Sabines. We the real Israelites. I'm telling you, man. We the ones that was over that land, right? I'm telling you, hold up. We're gonna point everything out. All right, so you see the land right here, that land where it says Sabines. All right, this whole land is the land they claiming out, trying to take over. But the Afar people was in this land. We as Afar where people was, and then they pushed us off our land back into Ethiopia to a little small place called Aretha. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Aria. It's right here. I'm gonna blow it up for you. This is where Nipsey Hussle people come from. And Nipsey Hussle is the same family as us. People were saying Nipsey Hussle, he ain't no damn this, he ain't no black man, he ain't this man. Shut your dumb ass up. People that saying that shit, shut your dumb ass up, bro. Nipsey Hussle is a Afar, the same as us. He was royalty. That's why he was up and they picked him. He royalty, man. He was a Sabian. Nipsey Hussle was a Sabian, bro. From the bloodline of the Afar people who got pushed off out of Saudi Arabia, out of Palestine, onto this little small area right here in Ethiopia. And now the people that didn't get taken and brought over here, some of them got pushed off the land to right there to that small spot. And who was taking us? The people who's told our land right now. The pale Arabs under Islam coming in there, pumping Islam on us, which is some shit that we taught them. They went back and mixed the story around and brought it back and tried to enslave us with. Right? So that was the first people to come in. Then the Christians came and started taking us under the Spanish Inquisition and stealing our land in Saudi Arabia and Israel. So some got pushed off the land to that little area I just showed you, and then some got brought over here to America. The only reason they making fun of Nipsey Hussle because his dad came later from that land, and they saying, "Oh, he ain't." They thought they making up all this shit, but they don't know what they talking about, bro. They don't know what they're talking about. These people don't know nothing about geographical locations, the phenotypes of the people that live in that land, the different languages that those people speak, the culture, how they dress, what they eat, their hair texture, their facial features, their skin tone, their height. I'm looking at all that. These people that saying that Nipsey Hussle wasn't black, they ain't looking at that shit. They like he wasn't really black because we don't like we Moors know that we not black. We do in the streets, we call ourselves black because it represents black power. It represents being strong. It represents dominance. It represents we the power, right? So we use it for that, for like motivation purposes, because it is an adjective. And adjectives it stimulates, it motivates, it gives movement, some type of emotion in your brain to stimulate your nervous system. Them words, right? So it's really a motivational word when we saying that we black power, black this, right? And but we really not black, man. We got other names. We got other names. But and one of our names is Sabian. Right? We the people of that land. Right here in this area about the Red Sea. That's the land of the Israelites. So we Sabians are the real Israelites. We are the real ancient Egyptians. And that's why we showed you those hairstyles. We showed you the connection between hold on, we posting it. We showed you the connection between Malachi sons. We told you about Prince York. Also, Khufu doing his work, Emperor Khufu. He is a part of it. To certain people get in a position. Let's see. I wonder if we be going an hour, man, because we're trying to get you. We got a lot to go over here. And might have to get you a break. All right. Hold on. I'm looking for okay, so these are the different fall people. Just look at the features. Look at the hairstyles. This right here looks just like my cousin B-Lo. That looks just like my cousin B-Lo here, Williams. You're fall people. All right, so look at the hairstyle on the wall of the ancient Kemet. And look at the people now. And look at that dude. Like I said, I got home a cousin who looked just like this dude, who are Williams. We just not coming in. We already showed you the picture of Fascist Camel, which is the master teacher's son. And look at the dude on the other side. He a fall. Look at the hair texture. These people are fall, man. Come on, man. We ain't gotta beat it over your head. All right. And also, it's like a species within this species. They call like the fuzzy wuzzies. So we really the fuzzy. We also call the fuzzy wuzzies people. The fuzzy wuzzies. But what a baby? What a baby? He watching TV. Yeah. So the fuzzy wuzzies. Look at the hairstyle. The Freemans. My wife, dad is a fuzzy wuzzy. So that's the reason why me and my wife got to, the ancestors put us together, and why because I can tell you a story how me and my wife met. It's like they put us together so that we can have Hakeem and Haru, these two babies, and they both get breastfed all the way till they 2 years old. And I can show you a picture of my wife holding Haru, and it looks just like the picture of Isis holding Haru when he's breastfeeding. And her hair was done the same way and everything. I was like, oh shit, this shit crazy. It's like a rerun. All right, so yeah, so you see the hairstyles. That's the main thing we looking at. Young Elder Gang. We look at height. We look at eye color. We look at skin color. We look at hair texture and hair color. We look at blood type. We look at facial features, the nose, the lips, the eyes. Right? We look at last names. Right? Look at your mama's last name, your grandma's last name. We look at this, we connect all the dots. We put it together, Young Elder Gang. All right, so you see these brothers, see their hair texture. Okay. We just gonna slide through these pictures and just talk about them. All right, so you see the hair textures. And these people look just like your people over here, because like I say, some of these people were brought over here. Look at this dude right here. All right, so we already showed you that picture. All right, we want to show you these facial features because these are the ancient Egyptians. All right, see his hair texture? It look like your cousin right there, your uncle, your brother, your older brother. It look like him right there. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Say the Fuzzy Wuzzies. Like it says attack. I can't see that. It's real blurry, but I see it say Fuzzy Wuzzy. Right? And that's what these are the same people. This is a picture of Amen. This is a picture of the mothership. Now we're not talking about when we say ancient Egyptians too. We can go back talking about the gods of ancient Egypt that came here from another planet. And we're gonna probably do a tape on that called the Netarus or some of that nature to talk about. We already got tapes out on it called the Orion Group. We're gonna probably do another tape on it where we just break down. And we got the tape called the Ride and the Stargate. You can go check them tapes out if you want to learn about the check the Orion Galactic Family of Life tapes out. It's like 20 something through 30. And then you check out the Ride and the Stargate information, you get the story of the Netarus who came here from Orion, from the star belt, from the 3 stars in Orion's belt. They came from a planet there and came here to Earth. We talk about them too, and this is one of their ships that they fly. This is one of the gold warrior ships that they show, and they show you pictures of these beings. They show this in the Stargate movie. But they show you these pictures in the Stargate movie. We'll get into that. We've been flying UFOs and all that shit, man. That's old shit. Like Halle Berry. You ever know about the trophy that they give for the Oscars is really the trophy of Ptah. All right, look at the hair style. We showed you Michael Jackson from the Jacksons. And look at this dude over here. He afar. You can see the resemblance. We ain't got to make this up. That's why you niggas was rocking afros in the 60s and 70s. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. All right, she's a Hindu. Some of the Hindus came in, right? And the Hindus also, or the Watusis also mixed with these beings too, with the Anunnakis and the Sasquatch. Okay. We ancient Egyptians, Nubians. Okay. These are the Dogons. The Dogons, and you thinking that because people thinking in those movies like Man in Black, that stuff not real. Like the stuff that they talk about in those movies is all animated and not real. No, they got a lot of those things, that stuff they got, them stories, they got it from African stories. A lot of the stories in the Man in Black, they got from African stories. And some of the African people they getting it from is called the Dogons. In the new movie, it's like probably part 2, I think, they had the Bald Chinians. And you thinking that they just made that shit up. And the Dogons are already telling you about some beings that came from Cyrus who had balls on their chin, who had testicles on their chin. And you thinking that they made it up in Man in Black. But they got it from the Dogons. Dogons already got a mask saying that the niggas came from Cyrus and they had balls on their chin. And they wasn't the same niggas at the Nomos. But they did come from the same area. But you don't believe, but you're just saying, oh, all this shit. People trying to slow you back down. I hear most of the people that saying that, oh, extraterrestrial ain't real. Oh, it's a flat earth theory. It seems like all the stuff they saying is trying to pull you back down to the second dimension, trying to keep you from getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we look at the tribe in the Congos, how they do their hair, the heads, shape their head when they born. So you see why these people are from that same species in Congo. The Dinkas who started shaping their head in honor of the cone heads beings the cone head beings who lived in the center of the earth, who were coming to the surface, teaching them. All right, so you see the Moors, right? Because the Moors are ancient Egyptians. You see the afar. Keep a look at how you look. You're a warrior. All right, so you remember. That's why I'm glad I'm fanning through these pictures. All right, so you remember on Coming to America when he had the braid, right? I just showed you Prince York got one. All right, so in my sons, you saw Hakeem's. I don't know if you've been watching the tapes, if you've been with us. It's all come from the ancient Egyptian royal bloodline. That's why we wore these. He was a prince. His dad didn't have one because the kings don't wear one. See, I don't got one. I had one when I was a kid for a long time, and I didn't even know what it meant. My dad just always, my dad used to cut our hair, and he always left the duck tail on, or the rat tail, or the gold royal bloodline thing. So he always left that on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go find some pictures of me when I was a kid, and I'm gonna show you. Me and my brother had one, but I didn't know what it was. We just called it a duck tail. We didn't even know what it was. But for some reason, in my dad's DNA, he kept us with that thing on all the way up until we was in high school. And then I finally cut it off because niggas was making fun of me in high school. But I didn't know what it meant though. Well, it's like in 2000, really I I cut it off, and then when I found out what it was, I grew it back. And then I cut it off again when like in 2010, I think. So I grew it twice. I had one twice. Once I found out what it was, I grew it back. But you see this dude right here, Eddie Murphy in the movie. They show his royal prince braid. And you see this cat got one, right? It's part of our swag. It's part of our swag. See, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we want to show you that. All right, look at the hairstyles. Who are the ancient Egyptians? Look at the hairstyles. Keep in mind, we Look at that lady. It like an old girl down the street. They be selling the food stamps and shit. Selling the food stamps. 25 for 50. You come holler at her. And she braid hair. And she'll babysit your kids. Right at the top. Right? And she braid hair and she'll babysit your kids. Right? She a hustler. I know a hustler when I see one. So look at all the faces they're trying to hide. Look at this. Before. This, you niggas were the niggas with the afros in the 70s, and you niggas were ancient Egyptians and you didn't know it the whole time. Why you think you the cream of the crop? Why you think you the best of the best at everything you do? We the best. Over here in ancient, look, that's a hairstyle. The niggas thinking that's some kind of crown he had on his head. Nah, that's a hairstyle representing his tribe. His tribe was the Watusi. I think it's Amenhotep III, I want to say at the top. And you see the braid that he got at the top, that's the gold warrior braid coming down from the top. So we got different types. That's the one like what's that brother name that be on I forget that brother name. Shaka something. Shaka Ogmos, I guess his name. He rocks this the braid coming from the top. That's part of the ancient Kemet. That's part of the gold warrior braid. It's a warrior braid. So he a warrior. See how she got her hair right here? Check this shit out, man. This is interesting. All right. So we got more ancient Egyptians, the Dinkas, the Sudanese. So because it's different species of ancient Egyptian. Like I tell you, that term can be used like American. Well, there's a lot of people that can call themselves American now. All right, so you see it. The different species. Now, when the Hyksos came in, you see the Greeks created the Greeks. These Greek-looking niggas right here, right? From the Hyksos, we mixed in with the Hyksos. All right, where we was. All right, you see Nelly with the waves. See Bob Marley with the hairstyle right there. Right? Trying to see where I was. You seen it. You see the Afar people. Nelly. Afar. You see the sisters right there with the natural joint. The natural jumping off. See, you don't see back in ancient Kemet, you ain't see nobody with no damn perm. So when the perm came in, what was the perm all about? What was the perm? Let your soul glow. What was letting your soul glow all about? That's what we want to know. All right, so you see all the ancient Egyptian connections, bro. All right, who the real ancient Egyptians? We showed you. We are the real ancient Egyptians. Look at that brother Flo. We started rocking these fros in the 70s, 80s, and like early 80s, late 60s. Then they came out with the Jerry curl. Them niggas slanging juice everywhere. All right. Hold on. Let's see what else we want to show you before we get off. What else we want to show you before we get off? We're going to do another one called Stolen from Egypt, where we talk about all the different things they copied from Egypt, from the Dogons, from us as a culture. Right? So we're going to be talking about that. Okay? Sandsman. Jetboard. Okay. What else we want to show you in here? We're just scanning through these pictures. All right, you see the skulls of the cone heads. All right, you see this? Because some of the cone heads are coming and mixing up with the surface. What else we got in here that we want to show you? You see the different hairstyles. Twi man right here. Some more Far people. Sandsman. And you see the Sandsman is a lot lighter than the other darker species. Keep in mind, the light-skinned species. That's what Elijah Muhammad said when this other beings that they took, they had two germs, a lighter one, a browner germ. Right? That browner germ is coming from these Sands people. Okay, so we'll point that out. Because you look at you put up the Sands people, all of them light skinned. because they coming from, if you shave the hair off the chimpanzees and all that, you'll see that they were lighter. And they were part of the Lulu Amalu experiment. I'm telling you, man. A lot of people got the game mixed up. The truth hurt, but the truth will make you free. The truth hurt, but the truth will make you free. I'm telling you. That's what we here to do. Give you the truth. We was already braiding hair. You already know about that. We was already twisting niggas' hair. All the hairstyles you doing, you niggas ain't doing nothing slick. We already had toilets to take a drop of deuce in. We was already dropping deuces in nice toilets. Okay? Trying to make sure I cover a lot on this tape before we get out. All right, you know about the story of the Dogons, teaching them about the stars, the three wise men and the birth of Jesus and all that. They all come from the Dogons being taught by the Nomos, the ancient Egyptians. And that story went on to turn into people, and now they teaching it as Christianity. They're teaching it as Christianity right now, and they don't even know. Right? That's Dogon, ancient Egyptian teachings. We'll break that down on another tape. She's a Hindu. Really, she's a Washita. That they Hindus and Olmecs mixed in over into America. Okay. Let's see what else we got. The Dogons, they ancient Egyptians. Okay. You seen that one right there, Mike? Hey, I gotta go ahead and get a deal with Hakeem because he moaning and groaning about something. We already told you about the tape, the Tribe of Shabazz tape. Go check that tape out. Look at that. Don't that look beautiful? Don't that look beautiful? Come on, Hakeem. What happened? What happened, brother? What happened? Hey, don't that look beautiful right there, that sister? Beautiful black empress of our land, man. Our sisters are so beautiful. I'm telling you, man. What we at? I think that's how we want to show you on this tape, man. But shout out to my brother Prince York, man. We need to send some guys down there to protect this dude. We need to be watching them like a hawk. Make sure nobody mess with this dude, man. Until we can get all this set up. The whole so the Wappies and Sabians, man, we need to go out and make sure this brother has always got somebody watching his back. 3 and 4 guys, 20 guys, whatever we need. We need to have some guys close up on them, and then some guys standing back watching those guys. That way, if we got a double, we setting up for the double cross and the triple cross. Nigga, we ain't letting nothing slide. You know what I'm saying? But this guy is supposed to be the rightful heir, man, Prince York. Y'all can fight it all you want, but the word already came down from Bible. He already told me. And it's more than just he, Malachi's son. It's more than just who he is. It's also connected with that land, and like I say, in Georgia, and he being connected with the Richardsons. So we gonna that's all we're gonna tell you on it. We about to get up out of here, man. We love all y'all. Peace and love. We love all my Sabians. We love all our Nuwaubians. We love all our Muslims, Nation of Islam, the Hebrew brothers, the other brothers, the Ammon Ra Squad, the whole list. The list goes on of all the sects that we are part of. But we all one. We all really on the same team, and we all got a common enemy. That's what makes us on the same team. We got common enemies. So we love you all. Peace and love, Islam, Hotep, Ashug, divine love throughout the boundless universe, to all. Wadu.